What it do, y'all? It's your boy cocobeatz. We back again. How's everybody doing out there? I hope you're doing all right. Salute to everybody for coming through. But today's going to be special. Today's going to be real special. For you guys that are struggling maybe with your trap 808s, your bass, this is where you want to be. Right here, right now, because I'm going to show you how to make your own custom 808, your own custom bass. Get that rumble in your trap beats. So when you're pumping that shit out, it's going bang. And if you haven't done so, please subscribe. Also, I appreciate it if you do, if you want to keep on seeing videos and want more tutorials. Anyway, so let's take a look over here. So we're going to teach you how to make this 808 right here. It's going to be great. So what you want to do, open your Logic. Obviously, create a brand new project. Let's open a new track. So if you use a Mac like I am, you're going to do Option Command N. It's going to pop open a brand new software instrument. Hit create, and it's going to open. So here's your new track. So guys, come over here where it says your E piano. You're going to switch that because we're going to pick something that's called the ES2 synthesizer 2. Open that up. It's the beginning to make this 808. I promise you it's going to be crazy. Every single time you use this in your song, it's insane. So let's listen to it real quick. Just the way it is, because it comes stock just with a sound. So you can already hear it kind of wants to be a bass, right? So first off, over here you got your poly, your mono. Switch that over to mono. Your 1, 2, 3 here. Just go ahead and turn these off. You're not gonna need these. So this is the wave of the sound you're making. Just take it, dial it down all the way to the bottom. Just put it down to line. Keep it at 1. Turn it down. This is already going to start to shape it here. See that? Already going to start your... It's already going to start sounding super dope for you. So your dark and light. What I do here is I boost this guy all the way up here. Just turn it all the way up. Move this about, check real quick, see what number I got on here. I think I got about 0.35 hertz. Keep these all the same. You're gonna want to shoot this here. Let me see where I'm at. My volume, I think I'm keeping it about halfway. You can always play with this too. This is gonna be the volume of it. Right around 12 here. Now this guy, this triangle, this is also going to shape the sound of your 808. So take this guy, move it all the way up 100%. Like I said, also keep this here. Shut them off, keep them off. These guys are going to be the same. Don't touch these. This guy, don't touch. Let me see where else I'm at. Keep going. I want to make sure this is perfect for you guys. These two are the same. These are roughly going to be the same. The short 99 short here. This. Now the milliseconds of the short. This is going to be where you should get some. You get some pops if you keep it. If you keep it too low, you might get some popping when you press the button. So just keep it down to about 24. Yeah, keep it at 24. This guy here. You're going to want to shut this one. You see right after my short is at 0. So take this guy. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Shut him off. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Off. Cut that guy off. So next one, we're going to keep this guy here. Now you're short. 1, 2. Let's count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're going to lift this all the way up. So take your long, short, and long. This is going to be how short or how long your bass is going to be. So bring this all the way up here. And then the next guy down. So we got 1 down, 2 down, 3 down, 4, 24 milliseconds. This one down. This one keep halfway. This one all the way up. This one down. Now these guys are going to really shape. These things are going to really shape your 808. So just take a look at these real quick. I usually keep these little balls can open. So if you take like the top and bottom here, they do open. Or if you lift them here, bring them down, they open. But your first guy, just keep them shut. Bring this first one over to, if you drag it from the bottom, you won't have that problem of, you want to keep it around 27. Let me see if it'll allow me to do 24 or 27. Let's see. 24 milliseconds. Triple check for y'all. 27, 6, 10. See if you can hit 24. There you go. Yeah, 24 is a little better. 99, 240. Keep this one 240. 24. Let me see. Triple check. No, I'm way higher. 24 milliseconds. The milliseconds is going to be how quick. This is also going to give you a click if it's too short. Keep mine right around 650. So 24, 650. Keep this guy all the way up. That's how full it's going to sound. If you bring it down, it's not going to sound as full. Bring it up, it's kind of going to blend it in a little bit. So keep this all the way up. This guy keep in the middle. Now you're short and long, you can play with this however you want. That's going to drag out your 808. So you can kind of play with this guy wherever. I usually go back in. Depending on the song, I'll actually open this up and I'll tweak these a little bit depending on how your song is. In the full volume here, all the way down. So keep these settings all right here. Now let's move into the middle. So you want to take these first two guys. You want to just bump these all the way up. I'm not trying to get real technical into what all of this stuff really is and means. I just trying to give you my settings, that way you can just have the 808, because like I said, I'm not a professional, so I don't know every single thing in here, but we got it to where this is definitely going to work for you. And also take your slider here, this guy, drag it all the way to the right. So keep these guys here all the way up. And then there's going to be one more to the left here. This guy, you want to bring to 20. 20 all the way up. Drag this all the way down. Keep this guy in the middle. Now, let's see what we got going on over here. Drag this all the way. You should also be up. Yeah, keep this all the way up. Keep these guys where they're at. Now, your analog sound, you want to drag this about my 80, a little much. 48 should keep you at a good one. Make sure these are off again. This guy here, bring it all the way to 100. Again, 20, all the way up, all the way up. -12, 2000 hertz. Now your short and your long, this is going to be your glide. So this is going to be, your 808s are going to glide into each other when you hit the different notes. The longer the glide, the more they're going to intertwine with each other. The shorter, they're just going to kind of cut. But your 808 should already be made. So so with these settings here, your 808 should already be here. So what I do is I go down on the keyboard. My keyboard isn't huge. I get a smaller keyboard. So if you want to go down, down the scale, just hit your buttons and go down the scale. And now you should have this effect. Let's play it real quick. Sounds super dope to me, right? So let's take a look at those settings again. Just make sure you have these. I'll keep them up for a second. Keep them here. Just make sure you guys can copy them so you can have them. Pause the video. Do whatever you need to do. But like I said, the glide. Let's take a look at that. Watch. Okay. So we'll have this going. Now watch when I cut into them. Now if it's off, they don't really cut into each other. You hear it? They're kind of gonna glide into. Cut it down. We'll play with it a little bit depending on your song. It does sound cool depending on where you go. Super dope. So again, take your plugin, open it up, ES2. Let's copy these settings. That's going to get you an awesome trap 808. So you can put that in every single song, because I know every single trap beat I make is bottom, is always bottom. Then when you're done mixing it in your song, make sure you throw some compressors on there. I got a cool tip that I use here. Real quick. Seeing I'm showing you how to make an 808. Make sure you save the preset too, just like I did. So just take this here. I'll show you how to do that just in case you don't know. So it's a little drop down menu. It's pretty simple. Drop this down. Save as. And bring up your save box. I just label mine 808 that way, so when you pop back in, just open up the plugin, click 808. Your stuff's already saved for you. So also, once you get that and it's in your song, you record your 808, you got your how you want it in your song. Come to your plugins. I usually go into my waves. If you have waves, you can use this. If not, I mean, you could use different compressors maybe to do this. But this is my go-to trick here. You want to bring up something that's called Vitamin. Now there's Vitamin Mono and Vitamin Stereo. Depending on what you're using it for, I would stick to this one. Stick to the mono. Reason being is because you don't want to. It's gonna spread. Stereo is gonna spread your sounds, and you don't want to spread your bottom end. You want to keep your drums, your stuff. You kind of want them down the middle in trap songs. So don't spread them. Keep this one mono. That way it keeps it in the middle. Couple them together. Now, once you're playing, you can lift these. These are gonna bring up your mids, your high mids, your low mids. I mean, I can get into recording into a plugin, but I don't record into plugins. You can, but sometimes it's constructive recording. Some people do it, some people don't. Some people do it with vocals. But anyways, bring these up. Be careful though, because they do raise even the slightest bit. Sometimes raises it a lot, so be careful on how much you put on here. But this is gonna bring out that even more. It's gonna take your bottom end of your 808 and it's gonna bang it even more. You see it? Play with them. bring up what you want to bring up. But still, they're going to be right down the middle. See what I'm saying? So every single time you drop one of those 808s inside of your trap beat, it's going to be funky fresh. You already know. But thanks for everybody coming back again. Got you with 808. Who knows what the next one's going to be. I appreciate y'all coming through. Again, subscribe. Peace out, y'all. Cocobeatz.